future.
We gotta get you home.
Volver al futuro fue la sensación del año 1985 y hoy se reestrena para recordar sus 25 años. Dirigida por Robert Zemeckis y producida por Steven Spielberg, Volver al futuro no solo dio origen a secuelas, sino también a todo un culto que se encarnó en juguetes y hasta en un parque temático. ¿Cuál fue el motivo del éxito? Sin duda su dinamismo narrativo, el carisma de Michael Fox, la reconstrucción minuciosa del modo de vida norteamericano en 1955 y el clima de euforia nostálgica que la película encarnó en los días conservadores del gobierno de Ronald Reagan. Además, la película combina muy bien la ingenuidad y la malicia, así como la evocación de un tiempo pasado y la referencia a muchos iconos culturales del momento. Michael Fox era una suerte de Indiana Jones viajando no a lugares remotos y exóticos, sino por el tiempo. Veamos un documental sobre la realización de esta película que hoy se reestrena.
All right, Clyde, ready?
Okay, let's roll.
Rolling! Quiet, please.
Action. Marker.
This film was about time.
Back to the Future is about a young man who's accidentally sent back in time.
I find myself sent back to 1955, and same place, same town, same school. The twist is I'm the same age as my parents.
And what he does is he interferes with the course of history, and he has to put it all back.
I'd like you to meet my good friend George McFly.
Personally, he interferes with his parents meeting each other, hence they never fell in love, hence they were never married, hence they never had any kids, and his own existence is in jeopardy. Well, it was a very difficult decision to put the lead actor in our film who was working full-time in a TV series.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the role of Alex Keaton, a young actor, let's meet him now, Michael Fox, ladies and gentlemen.
Without a doubt, the toughest part of doing Back to the Future for me is that I'm still doing Family Ties.
This is the kind of lack of substance that great relationships are built on.
I wake up around 9 or so, go in, work from 10 to 6:30 on Family Ties, get in a Universal car, drive over to Universal, work until about 2:30 on that, go home, sleep, wake up. So that gets pretty grueling, and although I kind of enjoy it, you know, and people say, how can you do that? And I say, well, because I have to, because I said I would, you know, so I'm doing it.
And she says, how dare you?
Yeah. Bob Zemeckis is great to work with. I love working with Bob because he's possessed, you know? Like this movie, I mean, he must wake up in the morning, it's just like the movie, you know? And he gets to work and it's like, I'm making my movie. And it's great because you come, for me, if my energy does drop at all, sometimes it does. I get a little tired, and I'll come in and Bob's like, okay, Michael, here's what happens. Now the wind machines, and you blow up, and then Doc blows up, and okay, I'm making my movie. And you just go, all right, Bob, good deal, you know?
You turn the time circuits on.
The time machine went through a lot of variations, and we changed it quite a few times. Refrigerator, we thought of at one point, you know, it was made out of an old refrigerator. You had to, you know, get in, close yourself. But then we thought maybe kids would start locking themselves in refrigerators. But as the story developed and we started to think about if you, in fact, were to build a time machine, it became very apparent that you'd be foolish not to make it mobile and to take it with you so that you could get back and not have to worry because, you know, you never know. You know, traveling through time is a dangerous thing.
One of the neat projects that we've had to provide for this picture has been the DeLorean time machines. We've started with the DeLorean. Basically, it's been 3 DeLoreans. And we've added all sorts of aircraft parts that we've dug up from different bins and surplus electronic houses around the city. We've added all sorts of trick little lighting and circuits that blink on and blink off at the right time for the story. All this work is to provide a very interesting vehicle for the characters in the movie to go back and forth in time. These are ready to go, and they're going to be rolling out very soon.
Hey, guys, light them.
The car gets very warm as it makes this transition to time. Fire starts to come out the wheels, and then the next thing you know, the car is gone. And then, on the other hand, it comes in cold.
Here we go.
And we have all this frosted effect look and a frosted windshield, and we use some liquid nitrogen. We freeze the car up to make it look like it's freezing cold.
Debris. And rolling.
Hey, camera only. Mark.
Action!
There really was a time machine like this movie. I think I'd get in it and go into the future.
I probably would like to travel into the future to see if this movie's going to be successful.
Geez, I don't know what I'd do. Would I go forward? I think I'd probably go backwards, actually.
The West, you know, I have a fantasy about that. Everybody wants to be a cowboy. I wanted to be a Mountie, you know. I wanted to be like Dudley Do-Right.
I think I'd probably go back to the 50s.
We started writing the script of Back to the Future in September 1980, although we'd had the idea for a long time before that. We wrote 2 drafts, and we couldn't get the thing made to save our lives.
I just think the movie is so rich in story and so rich in sort of, you know, occurrence that I really liked it. I mean, it was all in the script, too. And I said, well, whatever happened to Back to the Future, that script you wrote 3, 4, or 5 years ago? Because I read it years ago.
Okay, keep using that thing when you come out. In other words, my feeling about making a time travel movie was to, first of all, make a fun adventure. The reason we chose the 1950s was a simple logistics question. Our hero is 17 years old, and he has to go back to the time when his parents were 17 years old, and that just simply put us in the 50s. The second reason was that the 1950s was the birth of American teen culture.